Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When you commit any forbidden action, when you commit any action that is prohibited, that is harmful, it will harm you. There's no such thing as you do something harmful, it's not going to harm you. If you take that poison and you drink it, doesn't matter you're a good person or a bad person, a believer or unbeliever, that poison is harmful. It's going to harm you, correct? You can be prepared for that harm. You can take certain other medicines to it. You can even take something that is going to stop the harm completely, but there is still a poison. You cannot say, because I drink the poison, it doesn't have any effect on me, it's not a poison, it is still a poison. Now you're talking about people who are earning things by forbidden ways. And that's a very wide and open way, what it means by forbidden, okay? And if they eat it and if they feed to their children, will it have an effect? I say, yes, of course it's going to have an effect. It will always affect you, and it will always affect your children now. But when you look at it properly, when you actually examine what it is that you are doing that is forbidden, and how you're earning it, and who you're giving it to, that time you're going to start understanding and separating things. Let me give you one example. This is Ahir Zaman. In these times, for a believer, there are so many things that we are doing that is forbidden. But because of the prayers of the Prophet, because of the blessings of the Ahir Zaman, yes, there are some blessings of the Ahir Zaman, and the blessings of the Awliya Allah, it is not going to affect us so much as it did maybe in the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, if you're the one who just see the Prophet, you're considered a companion. And for them to commit a small action, we have our manners. We're not going to say that they commit sins. We say they commit some small actions that is not so good. Like there was one who took a saddle of a horse. His punishment was very severe. I'm not going to say what punishment it is. You go and find out. His punishment was very, very, very severe. Because that was the standard at that time. You do something forbidden, but the standard at that time is, it is very severe. Why is it that severe? One of the reasons is because whatever that you're going to do at that time, people will watch and they will repeat, and because you are a role model. And if you are doing things correctly, there'll be millions of people until Ahir Zaman who will be doing things properly. If you do things wrongly, there are millions of people who are going to follow you. They are going to be cursed, and you are going to have that heaviness on you. But in this Ahir Zaman, it is so much, it is the opposite. You do something that is good, you're going to get more rewarded. You carry one sunnat, you put on a turban. You're carrying a tasbih. This is sunnat, yes. You, not just the physical sunnats. Now, if you have the manners, the adab of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And please, adab of the Prophet ﷺ, in these days, people just want to depict him as someone who is weak and someone who is just so filled with love and everything, that if they see the Prophet ﷺ and they read any of him or his Sahabis doing things, they're going to be the first one to issue a fatwa against him and against them. Because there are things that they do today's modern Sufi sensibilities will never accept. Okay? Because we're judging them. And you're taking your role model not according to the full picture of the Prophet ﷺ in his times, but according to your own understanding, the sensibilities of the society that you live in right now. Now, to carry one sunnat, you get the reward of 100 martyrs of that time. Now, this is good news for us. Because in these days, any discussion of Islam, any discussions of Shariat, any discussion of fatwa, any discussion of how to live your life as a Muslim in today, if you are not bringing in Dajjal, if you're not bringing Akhir Zaman, if you're not bringing in Mahdi alayhi salam, the whole discussion is cancelled, null and void, not applicable. It is incomplete, it is corrupted, it is wrong. You understand? Because this is the reality of this world right now. And everything that we are doing right now has to fit into that reality. Because we don't fit into the reality, say, 200 years ago, or 500 years ago, or 1,000 years ago. And every era the Prophet ﷺ has spoken about. Yes, he did. Of course he did. And he has prepared the awliya Allah who are going to come to say, in this era, you're going to behave this way, like this and like this. Where is the hadith? Oh, there's so many hadiths. Sahabi Kiram saying Prophet ﷺ spoke to us so much at length from this time to this time, this time to this time, this time to this time, that there was nothing that he did not uncover from now until Judgment Day. So it is uncovered. And it's given that knowledge to the Sheikhs and to the awliya Allah, especially to the Nakshibendi way, how to prepare yourself. Which means now we live in this time. This is the time of Jababirah. This is the time of tyranny. Anyone who has any doubt this is the time of tyranny? Oh, just because you live in a bubble called America? Well, it burst a long time ago. And if you think it burst on 2 weeks ago, it burst before that, but you just fooling yourself, that's all. Now, we are living in these times. In this time of Jababirah, in this time of tyranny, in this time of Akhir Zaman, in this time of the ways of the Antichrist, the ways of Dajjal, it is covering this whole world now. Meaning everything is harmful to us. If you look at it, everything is harmful to us. Things that are supposed to be good has turned harmful. Nations that they just eat bread and nothing else because that's all they have. Now even the bread is harmful. Correct or not? It's poison. The air is poisoned. The water is poisoned. Everything else that we turn, this is the age of it's poisoned. The education system is poisoned. Medicine is poisoned. Justice system. Political system. What else is there? So now in this kind of system that is all poisoned, that is all harmful, now the real alims, the ones who have knowledge, and knowledge first of the batin, then of the zahir. Knowledge of spirituality, then the knowledge of the law. Spirituality is not just yourself. Spirituality is to know Allah. Spirituality is to know the Prophet ﷺ. Spirituality is to know what are their plans and what is your mission in their plans. Where do you fit today? What are you supposed to do? What do you and your children? You are in that, on that blueprint. You understand? So, now knowing that we're living in this kind of harmful things, you cannot now have the same kind of relationship as you did 100 years ago when this system of Antichrist was not taking over everything, or 200 years ago. So the laws of 100 or 200 years ago that is governing Muslims even. Here I'm not talking about the asas, I'm not talking about the foundations, I'm talking about the branches. It cannot apply. Everyone is running around to say we have to have dinar, gold, gold, dinar. What the heck are you talking about? It's like everyone is saying we have to have clean water. We have to have clean water. We cannot drink dirty water. That body is dirty. No, we have the clean water. But nobody is looking, where is the water kept? Where are the wells? Where is the table? Water table. The water table, that is the water like under the ground, that is all poisoned. And the earth itself is poisoned. No matter how you're going to clean the water, the whole container now, it is wrong, it is poisoned. You cannot drink from there. Everyone is thinking, if only we change the whole system to gold, because Allah forbid for us to use this. Of course Allah forbid. Yes. But it is not about gold or silver. It is about what? It is about the whole system of how this world is running. It is this whole system of economics. It is the whole system of capitalism. Don't talk about gold or silver. You can you can do gold and silver right now. But if you still have capitalism, if you're still resting under this economic system, that is what? Making the rich to become richer, poor to become poorer. It is still haram. It's like that one who says, I only eat zabiha. I only eat zabiha chicken. Really? Yes, I only eat zabiha because the chicken, I'm seeing it with my eyes. Somebody say, Bismillahi Allahu Akbar. This is mashallah. To you? Your idea of zabiha is just to pull a knife to say Bismillahi Allahu Akbar. What an idiot you are. If that chicken is raised to be treated so cruelly, as today's majority of the chickens that we're eating is raised like that, if it is pumped with medicines and hormones and antibiotics and everything that is harmful, not only to the animal, to the environment and to us, if their DNA system has been completely changed so that they become mature faster, it used to be 1 year it takes for a chicken to become mature. And then it became 6 months. And I'm talking about within the last 50 years. And now it's 6 weeks. If you think zabiha, halal, acceptable, permitted, lawful and healthy is only by saying Bismillah Allahu Akbar and to pull a knife, then you're a complete idiot. Because all these other things is going to harm you. And all these other things has nothing to do with halal, nothing to do with zabiha. That means your idea of Islam, your idea of what is halal and haram, what is harmful and what is something that is going to give you benefit, it is completely corrupted. You're just looking at the outside form. You understand? So now, some things are clear. You don't steal. You don't deal with alcohol. You don't deal with things that are forbidden, drugs, cigarettes, and other things. You don't deal with those kinds of things. And you try not to be as much as possible. Still, if you're caught and it's very difficult for you, you come to a friend of Allah, you come to a Sheykh, you ask to pray, we pray that certain things will change. And certain things will. It will change. Then that time, you will turn that thing that is harmful into something that is going to be beneficial. Because when you look in the total view of things, because this whole economic system that this whole world rests on, it is based on interest, it is based on usury. It is already wrong, no matter how many, even if your chickens are going to sit and make zikr before you slaughter them, they are still part of the system that is based on interest and usury. It is still forbidden. That's why to understand, to know what is for Muslims and how to live in these times, it is a big ma'rifat already. Because some make it to be so open, like there is no halal haram, there is no right or wrong. You look, there is no Islam. They're not talking about Islam, they're talking about love. What is your religion? Religion of love. So there's no Islam, mashallah. That time you're going to see that the Prophet ﷺ, when he did certain actions that were very harsh, you're going to say, oh no, that is not love. You're going to start judging. Same with Sahaba Kiram, same with awliya. Because now you're starting to pander only to the people that are around you. So that's what society is looking at. You're not looking for. Now is really not the time to talk about love. Now is the time to talk about what is right and what is wrong. And to say, and to make sure you don't do the wrong things. Now is not the time to talk about we accept everything. You cannot accept everything. Now you're going to say because you love and you're going to accept everything. Can you accept everything that is happening in America right now? If you do, then you're a hypocrite. Because even the unbelievers, they say, this is wrong. Don't you know? Even people in Fox, Mox, whatever, they start changing. They say, this is wrong. Because haq, it is clear, and batil, it is clear. Now, if you know and you are pushing with stubbornness, and you're saying, no, this is not wrong, this is correct, whatever I'm doing, although it is wrong, although you are earning through unlawful means, and you're not trying to ask for prayers, you're not cleaning up, you're not praying, you're not doing anything, and you're insisting that it's correct, then that time, wait for the force that is going to hit you, the smack that is going to hit you, and it may reach to your children too, yes. In the old days, they were very, very, very particular about what enters through their mouth and what enters through the children's mouths, what enters through the mother's mouth that gives the milk to the baby. They were very, very particular. There are so many stories of the saints talking about that. But in these days, everything is harmful, everything is corrupted. Now, there are certain things that you cannot corrupt. The food can be corrupted, but your belief in the Prophet ﷺ, a belief in the awliya Allah cannot be corrupted. Okay? Everything else can be corrupted, but your belief that haq is haq and batil is batil, that cannot be corrupted. Inshallah, when we start doing things like that, we may stop that poison from reaching to us and our children. You understand? Like I said, these days, there's nothing that we're doing that is not going to be connected to something that is harmful. It's been cut off. Everything we're doing is harmful. You're a good person, you're still part of the system. It is harmful. We are living here on top of the mountain, but we're still part of life, part of society. We're not cutting ourselves off completely like that. You cannot. That is not the point anyway. The whole point is to live simple. Once you live simple, then that time, you know where the limits are. You say, this is enough. I'm not going to go beyond that. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.